What's up, Old Bridge? I'm Evan.
And I'm Avery, and welcome back to Nightly Wrap Up.
The spring sports season is underway and off to a flying start, so let's get you updated on what's going on.
The girls lacrosse team is 3-1, coming off a 15-1 victory over JP Stevens.
The boys lacrosse team is now 3-2 after posting a 16-0 win over JP also.
The baseball team returned from a long hiatus to face a top 10 seeded team, Don Bosco.
That's not ideal.
No, but at least they're playing now.
And the volleyball team finally opened their season on Wednesday.
Tennis and track have both been rolling along as well.
Let's keep it rolling.
Love to hear that all our teams are not only playing, but thriving.
This past Wednesday, Ms. Fazio organized a virtual Alumni Career Day. It was a great opportunity to hear from graduates about what they do and perhaps get some insight about possibilities for our future careers.
Here are some highlights from that day.
There's a funny story behind it. And I remember last year I told the same story when I came in person to speak, is that when I had just transferred into the GNC from Jonas Salk Middle School, I had thought I was taking an automotive class, and I remember specifically seeing bus cars, intro to bus in my class on my schedule. And I'm like, oh, cool, I got auto as a ninth grader, freshman. And I walk into this class, and it's like Ms. Kozan, and she's like, hey guys, welcome to Business and Careers, intro to businessman. And I was like, whoa, business and careers. So, I was like, okay, let me stick it out. Let me see how it goes. And I enjoyed it.
My question is, what's a typical day in your job like?
Okay, great question. So that's like going to be a two-parter because I want to answer before COVID and now during COVID. So great question. Like I mentioned before, I'm currently working at a middle school and a high school. So typically, we're supposed to have 5 therapy sessions a day, right? It's the duration of each period.
Old Bridge High School alum, class of 1997, and have taken a kind of weird, crazy circular journey. And now I make indie video games, and not just any indie video games, but I make video games for impact that have some sort of a angle where we try to do something good for the world with the game that we're making. And I'll talk a little bit about how we got there. Having to do highly technical stuff with folks who are super technically skilled in their areas, whether that's coding, whether that's making digital art, being artistic and creative and having to bring a creative vision to life through those technical things. And then if you want to be successful making games, finding ways to get your games out there and get people to play them, and hopefully be massively successful.
As far as like physical therapy in general, so it's a portion of, we do a lot of hands-on therapy too. So we do exercise prescriptions. So whatever exercises they need to help correct what's going on with them, we bring them through their exercises. I have a large staff to help us, make sure they're doing the exercises correctly. When they're all done with exercises, I do a lot of hands-on with my patients where, if I'm feeling different stiffness in, let's talk about like the knee joint where they're having knee pain, and there's mobilizations and like movements in the joint hands-on where you can really loosen up the joints, decrease some of the tension and the tightness. So doing some massage techniques to try and help them out that way. So
it was always an interest of mine to work in television, sports television primarily. As a former athlete, I always either wanted to play sports or be involved in it somehow, whether it was on TV or as a coach or whatnot. And the TV side of it really attracted me because I would go home every day and watch whether it was Yankees games or Giants games on the weekends. So being in that TV class, I kind of followed that dream and said, you know what, I want to go to college and learn how to produce television.
On Monday, we start back 5 days a week, and while some students are still going to be virtual, it's going to be great to have a classroom full of students again.
Indeed, no more cohorts.
That's one of the many words I had never heard prior to last February, and I hope to never use it again.
The world has changed a lot in the past 14 months, but one thing that hasn't changed is the great community we live in, full of wonderful people.
And it remains important that we remember to respect each other regardless of what someone looks like or where they're from.
That's what we do in Old Bridge.
That's what makes Old Bridge, Old Bridge.
You know it. As a wise man once said, it's free to be nice.
Wise man?
Well, Someone said it.
Good enough. Let's see some of those smiling Old Bridge High School faces. Check this out.
Every time that I think of you, I smile for a while. And that's the one thing you always do. You always smile, smile, smile. Acting out stories and hugging your friends. Smile for a while. You know what I'll do when I see you again? I'm gonna smile, smile, smile. Like ripples in a pond, or runners that pass the baton. The good feelings will go on for mile after mile. In your big heart circles the world every time that you smile. Doing those voices and telling your jokes. Smile for a while. Crazy hairdos and the thrift shop coats, they make me smile, smile, smile. Every time you break into a Broadway song, smile for a while.
The Chinese Honor Society is hosting the Asian Heritage Month Show. They are looking for submissions to include.
Here's a little glimpse of what to expect. Enjoy.
Well, that about does it. I'm Olivia.
I'm Grace.
I'm Avery.
I'm Evan, and remember,
It's always nighttime in Old Bridge.